how important it is to drink plenty of water, but that doesn't always happen either because you don't like water that much or you're just tired of drinking the same thing all the time and you want to switch it up a little bit. So today I'm going to show you how to make 3 delicious and simple citrus infused waters. Now, even though all 3 of these recipes use citrus, they're each a little bit different, and that's great because you'll be able to find one that's going to be right for you no matter what kind of mood you're in. And for all the waters today, I'm putting them in 1.5 pint straight side mason jars. And I really like these because they hold a nice amount of water while still fitting in a cup holder. For our first water, we're going to make something that's simple and tangy. So we're going to start off with a lemon, and you want to slice that in nice thin slices. And for this amount of water, I use about half of a lemon. And then once you've got your lemon all sliced up, I like to take the end piece that still has some of the lemon in there and just squeeze that over the jar to get any juice out of there. And then you can go ahead and drop in all of your lemon slices. And next we're gonna add in a lime. So the same thing, we're gonna slice it nice and thin. And if you need a good knife, I will link the one I'm using here. I got it for Christmas and I love it, so check that out below the video. But you're gonna slice up your lime. Again, we're gonna use about half of the fruit, and then the same thing, squeeze in any little bits of juice that might be in the end of the lime, and then drop in your slices to join the lemon. And then you're gonna add your water, and I really like this combo because it's super classic, lemon and lime. It makes it a little more interesting, gives it that little bit of zing, but it's still really easy to make. Now this next water is if you're looking for something a little bit sweeter. So we are going to use an orange for this one. Same process again, slice it up nice and thin, and again we're going to use about half of the fruit. And then with the orange slices, because they are a bit bigger, I like to stack them all up in a nice little pile and then slice them in half so you have these kind of half moon shapes. And then once you've got those sliced up, you can go ahead and drop them into your jar. The next thing we're going to add into our jar is some fresh mint, and this is what really takes the whole thing to the next level. Now you have a couple options here. You can just leave your mint leaves whole like this and just toss them in there, super easy. Or if you want a little extra mint flavor, you can cut them up a little bit. So the technique I like to use for this is just take your mint leaves and stack them up with the big leaf on the bottom, and you make yourself a nice little mint pile. And then you just roll the leaves up into this tight little roll. And then from there, it's really easy to run your knife through and cut up all the leaves at once. And you'll see when you do it this way, you get these nice little ribbons of mint, and then you can take those and just add them right into your water. Now with this method, you do get a little bit more of that mint flavor, but you do have to deal with the little bits of mint floating around. So it's really up to you if you want to leave the leaves whole or cut them up. It's all up to your personal preference. And then you add in your water, and as you can see, the mint leaves kind of spin all around and look super pretty. And this is going to be the perfect drink for when you want something that's refreshing, but still you want to have some of that sweetness in there as well. Now our third water is when you want something not quite as sweet, but a little more interesting. So for this one, we are going to be using a grapefruit. So same thing, we're going to slice this up, and for the grapefruit, since they are bigger, I like to use about a third or so of the grapefruit. So slice that up, and then I also like to stack these up just like the orange and cut them in half. Then you can add your grapefruit slices into your jar. And the next thing we're gonna add, the secret ingredient for this one, is some fresh rosemary. Now this might sound a little weird, but I promise it's delicious. And something about the grapefruit and the rosemary together is just awesome. So you want to take your fresh rosemary and just break off a little sprig, and you can just add that straight in. But if you really want to get a nice kick of that rosemary flavor, you can run it and roll it through your hands. And all this does is kind of get some action in there to get some of the rosemary juices flowing, and you'll really be able to smell the rosemary when you do this. And then you just toss that rosemary sprig into your glass with the grapefruit. And then you add in your water, and I promise, even though this combo of the rosemary and the grapefruit might seem odd at first, it really is good. And something about that rosemary just takes away that bitterness that you can get with the grapefruit. So this one is perfect if you want something that feels a little more sophisticated, or you don't want something super sweet or super tart, but you're still looking for something that's just a little more interesting. So there you have it, 3 super simple and delicious citrus infused waters. And you can make these in bigger batches if you want to make like a pitcher and drink it throughout the day. That's totally fine. Just one note on that is that you don't want to leave the fruit sitting in the water for too long, because eventually it's going to lose its flavor, and then also you run the risk of maybe some funky stuff going on in there that we don't want to happen. So about a day max is what you want to do, and you can totally make these ahead of time and let them really infuse into the water longer to get more of that flavor. But for me personally, I usually just make them and then drink them right away. I don't really plan ahead or wait around for them, and they still taste delicious either way you do it. So that's how you make 3 citrus infused waters. I hope you like this video, and let me know in the comments if you make infused waters at home and what your favorite ingredients are. And if you're new to my channel and you want more healthy eating tips and nutrition info and healthy recipes, make sure that you subscribe, because eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle really doesn't have to be complicated, and I want to show you how to do it. And if you're loving the free info here, but you're finding that you need something a little more personalized, don't forget that I do offer one-on-one nutrition sessions. So if you're interested in that, just let me know and we can get that set up for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.